Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chuck Williams, and it's my honor and privilege to introduce my friend Duncan Driscoll to you tonight. He's going to share a little bit up front, and then I'm going to take over the presentation. We're going to go through, it'll be less than 30 minutes, but we hope to impact you with some information so you can make a good decision if this business model might be just what you're looking for more time and more freedom in your life. So Duncan, I'm going to ask you to take it away and turn it back to me when you're finished with your segment.
Thank you, Chuck. Yeah, so I'd just like to start with the mechanics of how to become successful in business. And it starts with your mindset. You have to focus your energy, focus your direction, and be very specific about what you want to accomplish. You have to write those things down on paper. You have to write down exactly how much money you want to make within what period of time. You have to write down what you're going to do to contribute or what you're going to trade in exchange for that. And that has to be very specific as well. And the best outline that I've seen for this is out of Think and Grow Rich. And I just want to read these passages, Chuck. I'll flip it over to you and then come back to leveraged income versus linear income, which we can cover towards the end here. But I actually want to read this to you because this is the program or the outline, the plan that I've used in the past. And I know that without doing this, I don't know that you can be successful. And when you do this, you're really directing your energy, directing your focus and your mind towards a specific goal. And your subconscious mind starts to think about how you're going to accomplish that even while you're sleeping. So first, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. And it's not sufficient merely to say, I want plenty of money. That's way too generic, too vague. You have to be definite as the amount of money. And there's a psychological reason for definitiveness, which will be described in a subsequent chapter of Think and Grow Rich. Second, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. You have to you have to give something. You have to provide a service to people. There has to be an exchange. There's no such reality as something for nothing. Third, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money that you desire. Otherwise, it's just a wish. It's not a goal. Fourth, create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you're ready or not, to put this plan into action. Fifth, write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition, state what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. Sixth, read your written statement aloud twice daily, once just before retiring at night and once after rising in the morning. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of the money. These are six things that are very simple to do, yet most people never do them. And unless you have these things in writing, and unless you actually read them to yourself in the morning and at night and believe it, you can't achieve it. You know, if your faith was so strong that you believe that you can move a mountain, Scripture tells us that that mountain would move. Few people have that kind of faith to move a mountain, but we're not asking you to move a mountain. You do have to believe that you can accomplish something before you accomplish it, and you have to be 100% committed, no matter what happens. That there's no I'm going back, or I'm not going to, no what ifs. You have to absolutely be 100% certain and committed that you're going to achieve something before you can achieve it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So these six steps help you get your mind set in the right place to achieve that and to be successful, whatever those goals are. And you can, if you start with, I want to make $10,000 a month, and you only wind up making $5,000 a month, then you reset your goals after you make $5,000 a month to making $10,000 a month. You're going to hit steps along the way. You might say, okay, $500 a week or $500 a month is a beginning stage, a first step. Then set it at something that you can believe that you can accomplish, and then stay focused on that, and then reset your goals. But you have to have dates. It has to be in writing. and you have to write down what you're going to exchange. There has to be an exchange, what you're going to give in return for that. And I have to tell you, and Chuck, you know this to be true, that this is one of the hardest industries to be successful at, because you're trying to encourage other people. You feel like I'm depending upon somebody else to help them achieve their goals. You don't want to do that. You want to stay focused on your goals and find people to help them focus on their goals. But it's a difficult business, maybe one of the hardest, but it rewards you in a way that no other business rewards you. So it's worth the effort. So I don't know of any other business where you can generate the type of income that you can generate with a company like Isagenix and have the freedom to enjoy your life the way you can once you build this type of income. So if that's what you're looking to do, then there's no other business I know of that can give you this freedom, because you're disconnected from all the business things that you don't want to do that you have to do in traditional business. So Chuck, let me flip it over to you, and then we could talk a little bit about, leveraged income versus linear income towards the close.
Very good. Thank you, Duncan. So I'm going to keep this very short tonight, but basically, I want to start with this first slide here, which is about integrity. Everything we do with integrity. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about both the product and the income. I'm going to keep it very short, but I do want you to know that the earnings disclaimer, you can just go to isagenixearnings.com to get the details. Basically what it boils down to is there is no guarantee of an income you're going to earn. Now, the compensation plan does work for everybody who works it, but it does take work. And as Duncan said, it's not easy. It takes work, it takes time, it takes patience. But the compensation plan, when you create the volume, you create the new customers, the company has an 18-year track record of paying on time accurately. The other thing, the weight loss, I'm not going to go into a lot of details. We have other calls. Our Wednesday night call, we go into a lot more detail about the product. I'm just going to real quickly go over the product that we show as an example to use in this income compensation plan. But again, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail here tonight. So this next slide is just the New Year's coming up. We're currently in December if you're watching this live or shortly after it's recorded, and you've got resolutions, and everybody has them. You've got a lot of people that want to lose weight. You've got people that want to improve their finances. You got people looking for a new opportunity, new job. You got people who want to eat healthier. You got people who want to manage stress. You got people who wanted to boost their immune system. There's all types of things people are wanting to do right now. We here at Isagenix have solutions. Just a real quick history of Isagenix. Basically, it was established in 2002. So it's an 18-year-old family-owned company. We're operating in 26 markets globally. We're near $8 billion in sales since 2002. We have over 300 people who have already earned over $1 million with Isagenix, internationally trusted and respected, and we've given a lot of money to charity and giving more and more every year. We also have an initiative, Journey to Zero Waste by 2028, which is very attractive to a lot of us. So what we do is we eat better, we feel better, we look better, we move better, and we do better. I use this all the time because this is really what people want, and it's what Isagenix can afford. That's our vision right there. Now, the question for you watching this video is, are you living your best life? Now, on our products, let's talk about them for just a minute. On the products, this is one of the slides I really look back to because it shows you, hold on just a second here.
Papa, after you do that.
That is my beautiful granddaughter who will be part of the residual income earned in this opportunity. So the product is phenomenal because it's a no compromise guarantee. The founder, John Anderson, when he started this company, wanted to have a company that he could control the product and the quality of that product. He developed over 2,000 products for over 600 companies before he started Isagenix in 2002. So when he talks about quality, he talks about quality from the beginning, the raw ingredients, all the way through the manufacturing process to what you receive at your doorstep. It's going to be what's on that label. So it's very, very powerful. All right, this next slide is my Oh my goodness, I hate to say my favorite product. It reminds me of my dad, who's a very faithful Christian gentleman, and every verse in the Bible was his favorite Bible verse. And that's kind of how I feel with the Isagenix product line. It's like, I can't imagine not being able to have the multiple products that I have. But I like to use this example in the business side of things because it's such an easy way to understand how this works. This one product here is the Isagenix shake. I particularly like the new version. It's called the whole blend Isagenix shake. We've got this in plant-based and our traditional whey product. But basically, for less than $4, you're getting a great tasting, balanced, nutritious meal. Absolutely amazing. So I'll show you in a slide in a minute here, but you're basically transitioning money you were spending other places and spending it in your own business. And with this model, I'm gonna be able to show you how to create a nice, serious residual income. In addition to the shake, another one of our favorite products is the Cleanse for Life. I like the way they name this in other parts of the world. They call it Nourish for Life, because really that's more of a definition of what it is. It basically helps your body do intermittent fasting, which was designed to do. It gives you the nutrition to do that more effectively than your body can do it alone. Phenomenal product. This actually is the product that started the company 18 years ago. John Anderson was bit by a brown recluse spider, was having some serious issues with poison that was in his body down near his foot area. They were about to amputate, and he decided that he would try the whole health solution, and he used nutrition. And this product is what evolved from that experience where he was able to flush those toxins out of his body and literally save his foot and his leg. So that product is what caused him to say, look, I'm not going to sell this formula to some company and let them dilute it, change it. I want the people to be able to experience this phenomenal product. And by the way, as you're flushing those toxins out of your body, the fat follows, and that's really the serendipity that caused the birth of this company. We have many healthy target solutions for sleep, digestion, more vegetables, greens, energy, snacks, performance. So even though around the world, traditionally we're known as a weight loss company, we're not. We're a health and nutrition company, health and wellness company that's really changing the world when it comes to dynamics of health. Now the key is, and this is the part I really want to get into, I'm going to bring Duncan back to this slide after this, but you're going to love these products so much that you're going to want to share. And I want Duncan to spend a few minutes and talk to us about leverage and how you can create leverage through our business model. So Duncan, I'm going to come back to you for this Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant, and if you would talk to our people.
Yeah, Chuck. So there's 5 ways to produce an income, and most people wind up working. You know, they have a job. We call it journey of the broke because you're trading time for money. So if you ever want freedom in your life, if you want to be able to enjoy time, and you're trading time for money, you can't stop working. This is what 95% of the people in this country are trading time for money. So you may have your own business, and I've had multiple businesses because I chose that route instead of working for someone else. I recognized that at least I had a shot if I had my own business. However, you know as well as I do, if you're in that situation, that you can't leave your business. You have to be there to run it. No one's going to work as hard for you as you're going to work for yourself. In fact, if you have your own business, the chances are that 40 hours a week would be more like a vacation or a holiday than a regular week. You're going to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week, no matter what it takes. And yes, you can make more money, but you're married to your business. You have to be there. Or you could be a business owner and have a system. I met a guy years ago who was looking to invest, and he was buying physical therapy businesses, individual businesses, and he calculated how much money he could make based upon how many people worked in each physical therapy office. And that's how he figured how he can make $1 million or more and how he could have a passive income stream. But you still have to be there to manage that business. Real estate would be another example. You can own multiple units, or you can own apartment buildings and develop a leveraged income that way. However, you still have a lot of risk, particularly now if you look at what's happening in the real estate market. They're about to get hammered. I mean, all those people that had deferred rents, imagine if you owned a building or several buildings with tenants, and all of a sudden, the government decided that they didn't have to pay you. You still have your payments to make. And so, and I could go on and give you different recent examples of that also, but I think you get the idea. Or you could be an investor and own investments and sit back and have the management company, manage your investments for you. And that's about maybe 5% of the population or less. Here with Isagenix, if you just influence a handful of people towards better health, you can have a leveraged income yourself. And so it starts with you. It starts with you getting healthy, and that is very attractive, particularly now. Other people are very interested in becoming healthy. Losing weight is a starting point. And then once you've lost the weight, lost the body fat, you build up your immune system. How do you stay there? Isagenix has solutions for that. And you can leverage yourself and leverage your income through a handful of people that you influence. Commit to help them. Commit to yourself first. Learn how to do it, and then help them along the way as well. And it might be 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, or 100 people or more. The people that made over $1 million with this company influenced maybe 300 and 330 people, helped them, guided them, showed them how to set up an account where they could buy wholesale directly from the company. And when you do that, every time they order, you're going to get paid. And there are certain requirements to do that. You have to be a consultant at a minimum level to get paid. However, once you set that business model up, your income, it doesn't depend on what you're doing anymore. You can have freedom. And that's what's really appealing about this particular company and this opportunity.
Very good. Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate it very much. So you might be asking yourself, well, that all sounds good, but why partner with us? And I think you'll see here that there's so many advantages. No overhead, no inventory, no employees, no special degrees needed. The ability to work from anywhere. Now that's a big one. As our society's gone through some difficult times in 2020, I think we'll all agree with that. There's been a shift to working from home. There are lots of office spaces around the country right now that the businesses are just not renewing those leases because people have learned to work from home. Well, we have a way that you could do that for yourself, your own business. There's no artificial caps to your earnings, time, flexibility, and leverage. If you got a family, you can work your schedule around your family. Personal development and growth, a positive culture with training and community support. Our IsaBody Challenge is absolutely phenomenal. One of our other presentations will learn more about that, but it's a great way to build community and get the best results. Incredible nutrition results. That goes without saying. The products are guaranteed. And literally, if you Google Isagenix transformations, you can see thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of transformation stories that are real people getting lasting results. An additional source of income. Because you can do this part-time, you can literally build this business system, create residual income on a part-time basis, which allows you to work yourself on the right side of that quadrant in financial freedom, to where you have time and freedom. Another thing that can be developed in this business that happens often is lifelong friendships. Getting started is simple. Everybody starts as a customer. So you simply get with the person who invites you. They'll send you a recommended cart. You simply edit, pick your flavors, set up that account. You're basically just set up an online account. There is no annual membership fee. You're just paying wholesale pricing, become a preferred member, just like we do, and you will start to get the best price, just like the person who invites you. Same wholesale pricing. Now, once you have that account set up, you can then go into your back office if you're interested in making money, which is what we're talking about tonight, and you just simply upgrade to an associate. Now, get this whopping business fee. It's $29 a year to be an associate. $29 a year, not a month, a year. That happens to be tax deductible, which a lot of things all of a sudden become tax deductible. Get with the person who prepares your taxes. Make sure you get good advice there. But having a home-based business can be a very great way to save on taxes. And then it all gets basically down to leveraging. First of all, the company is going to reward you for bringing new customers to the table. So in this example, you simply share the products with a couple people that you think might enjoy better health like you do. Now, I mentioned this earlier, and I really want to harp on this just a little bit to where you understand. We're simply redirecting some of your food budget. On average, people are spending per customer like $660 a month on food. We just take some of that from either home or eating out, the coffee shop, and we're redirecting that into spending that same money on our own products. Now, I talked to a guy just last Friday, helping me get started, Dennis. And as we're talking, he eats lunch at the office, and it'll traditionally cost him $7, $8. And if he goes out to eat, it's double that. Well, here, for less than $4, you're getting a full, nutritious meal. Let's go back to that slide, make sure you understand that. So for under $4, you're getting one of our nutritious, healthy meal replacement shakes. Now, in this example, now this is just one way to do it, but it's the way I prefer to get people started because they get the best results, lowest price, and they're replacing money that's obvious for them to see because they're replacing money they were spent on meals with our meal replacement. So the power of 100 BV. Now, BV is just simply the initials for business volume. It's the way we, every product has a wholesale price and a business volume. It's usually about $1.50 to every 1 BV. And that's just a way the company can keep track through 26 markets around the world and pay everybody on the same commission plan. So in this example, if you were to buy the Everyday Shake Pack, which like I said is the #1 pack I recommend to people because I know they're getting good results. I know they can easily see how they replace the money they were spending for those 56 meals a month into our 56 meals here. And for $167.97, it'll vary a little bit depending on what type of shake you order. But basically that's the price you can pay, right about that range. The person actually has set themselves up as a customer. Now, this next thing is if a person will do that 100 BV minimum, they're not part of the compensation plan. Now, if they're just a customer, if they refer other customers, they will get vouchers or coupons for free food, free product. In this example, we're teaching you is to become an associate so you start getting cash, which you can in turn use for buying more food or product, but you can also pay the light bill, a car bill, your mortgage, whatever you want to pay. You can invest it, you can travel with it, whatever it is you want to do with the money. When you become an associate, you get cash on a debit card, which can be directly deposited in your bank account. Now, this next slide I want to spend just a minute or two on because this is the power of residual income, the power of a business system. You're only building 2 teams here, a right team and a left team. As you bring new customers on board, the customer will ask, not the customer, the company will ask you which side of your business do you want them on. You'll go into your back office and you'll set it up to put the person on the side of the business you want. You can also do that while you're setting up a recommended card, which we'll teach you how to do. As you're building these 2 teams, you're creating volume. As these customers buy their initial order and the reorder, it's creating volume, business volume. Every time your 2 teams hit 900 business volume, with 600 on one team and 300 on the other team, you get paid a $54 cycle bonus. Now, $54 cycle bonus might not sound like a lot, but it accumulates to where you could be earning many of these cycles per week. Up to 250 per week is the cap. Why do we have a cap on this way of earning money? We have to cap this way of making money at 250 cycles per week at $13,500 per week, $700,000 per year, because if you didn't cap it, eventually the company could get upside down because this pays down through an infinite number of levels. Because it pays down through an infinite number of levels, you have to have that cap. Now, the cap's very lucrative. Again, 250 per week, that's $13,500 per week. Now, I personally have not capped out this compensation plan. There have been quite a few people who have. Our mentor, Herbert Petty Cepeda, are actually building their 4th business center. That's right. Once you cap one out, the company gives you the option of inserting another one up above your original one, therefore double dipping all the volume you initially created and now creating a 3rd leg, which pays out and can cap out again. It's an amazing compensation plan. There really, in the overall compensation plan, there is no cap. There is no cap. Let me repeat that. A lot of companies, if the salesman starts making more than the owner gets upset and starts cutting down the territory or changing the compensation plan. Here, the company wants us to make a lot of money because when we make a lot of money, it means they're moving a lot of product and helping a lot of people. This next slide, let me go back one. I skipped over that a little too quick. Probably didn't get to see that the way I wanted you to. Right here. This is just a little Excel spreadsheet that I put together with some help with some friends. And it basically just shows you the power of leverage. If you were bringing in 2 new customers, those 2 new customers would become associates and they each brought in 2 new customers. Then those 4 new customers became associates and they each brought in 2 new customers, and so forth and so on. Look at the power of this compensation plan. Number one, because it pays down through infinity, as you get down to the lower levels where the exponential growth is really starting to occur, you're not cut off from that volume. So you're still getting paid on that volume. Now, let's be real frank and honest here, which we have in the whole presentation. It'll never work this beautifully and simply. You may have to, as Duncan said, enroll 15, 20, 30, 100. The millionaires, the ISA millionaires and Isagenix have averaged about 300 customers each. To find the couple that get it, who duplicate, who multiply, who become committed to the product, committed to the system, and share with a couple people. But you can see the numbers don't lie, just like the compensation plan. There are no guarantees in the compensation plan, but the compensation plan does work. When you create the volume, it does pay. The same here. When you do find those two that get two, you just create a new level of 400 people. If you find people at that level who get two, you just doubled again. And it doesn't matter if it's 20 levels removed from you. If that person ends up being a superstar who builds this huge team of customers, all that volume funnels its way up to you. You just had to build two teams. Every time you hit 600 on one side, 300 on the other side, it's a $54 cycle bonus to you, up to a cap of 250 cycles per week, which again is $13,500 per week. I like that number. So now I just want to encourage you to get back with the person who invites you. It will help if you kind of let them know what your interest level is. You know, you may only want to be a customer to get started, and that's fine. We love customers. 88 to 90% of the people in Isagenix are just customers. We love our customers. Some of those are actually retail customers. They go directly to the Isagenix website and they pay full retail. Friends don't let friends pay retail. We usually will help someone become a preferred customer, use our member ID to become a preferred customer, and get 25% discount on the purchases, on the initial purchase and all ongoing purchases. If a person wants to make money, we'll teach them how to do what we talked about tonight. Become an associate, learn how to get a couple customers, and start to build your two teams. So whatever level of interest you have, you simply let the person who invites you know, and we'll help set you up. We'll help guide you on the path to success, whether it be simply physical or physical and financial. So with that, thank you, Duncan, for your great input tonight. God bless you, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.